Good, well, by the time you get this, it will be afternoon, so I'll call it that. Good afternoon, everyone. It's May 24th. One of my subscribers sent me an email drawing to my attention this most recent presidential seal. This is the old seal to your right. I think it'd be to your right. It's to my right. And this is the one that's been showing up on some of Donald Trump's speeches, if you want to call them that. So, what could that mean? What could it mean? Well, historically, the double-headed eagle represented a large empire. The Byzantine Empire, the Roman. I do believe even the Persians had a double-headed eagle too at some point. But these symbols have been used since, before the Bible. The eagle symbolism is supposed to represent one of two things, according to the ancients. One, the watchers, or the Igigi, because they watched from above. And they called their helmets eagle helmets. And the second would be Enlil, the Sumerian deity that Yahweh is based on. And look, you can believe what you want. It's not my purpose to destroy your beliefs. It is simply my purpose to make you ask where do they come from. And once you read the source documents, it's my purpose, sort of, in some small way, to get you to see that, man, we've been enslaved forever. We were created to be slaves. Now, I sent to the subscriber, Proton Gary, The Lost Book of Enki. And the reason I did this is because he likes to talk about Lucifer and Luciferianism and all that. And simply put, Lucifer is a made-up character based on the Garden of Eden, what happened in the Garden of Eden specifically. And it's not what we've been told. Adam or Eve didn't eat a piece of fruit and get casted out of the Garden of Eden. What really happened, according to Sumerian mythology, which predates the Bible by quite a long time, okay? Quite a long time. According to their mythology, and I say mythology because I'm not going to sit here and pretend that, without really good concrete proof that these individuals were real, but let me tell you, it really does look that way. It really does. And the reason I say that is because of the very fine details that are in not just the Lost Book of Enki, but the Atrahasis epic, the Epic of Gilgamesh, among other among other biblical based or Sumerian based biblical stories, like the Tower of Babel, for example. So these symbols have been used for multiple millennia, okay? And what they mean in one culture isn't necessarily what it means in another, which makes it hard to identify exactly what the purpose of this double-headed eagle here is. Now, I put forth the idea, I don't know if it's correct or not, that it represents two nations, the United States and Israel. And Donald Trump seems to have a very strong passion, let's call it, for Israel. So I can't answer this question. So maybe you, the subscriber, maybe you know exactly what the deal is with this double-headed eagle seal that's popped up now. Recall that for a little while there was no presidential seal whatsoever. And people brought this up, and as a result, they threw up this seal that that's replaced this one. Oh man, I had to pause it for a minute because I saw something behind me, and it was kind of unsettling. I'm going to go ahead and segue into. Anyway, let me finish this point first. So the seal was gone for a minute, and then the public made note of it, and suddenly they come up with this seal here. There's something up with that, okay? What it is, I'm really not sure. I'm going to dig a little deeper into it and see if I could find something. But, yeah. Something's definitely going on. And notice the change in this shield as well. There's quite a bit of changes in this seal that should be looked at more carefully. And I'm going to try and dig up some answers regarding this. Now, the reason I paused my video for a moment is because I saw something behind me. And things like that are starting to, well, they're starting to freak me out just a little bit. I'm not afraid, but a lot of weird shit's been going on, and I don't talk too much about it. And I think I live in a paranormal or paranormally active area. Just about 3-4 days ago, my wife, my dog Jake, and myself were looking into the woods, and Jake's hair stood up, you know, all going all the way up his back. And we were both looking at the very same thing, and this black mist passes by us. And he goes chasing after it every time we see it. And we see it a lot, all right? And then I've turned the corner a couple of times to see someone standing there. And it's not a black mist, it's a white 12-year-old-ish, around that age, girl. it's not scary. It kind of just startles you when you turn the corner and something is standing there. And it's not the only things. There's a lot of stuff that goes on out here, and I swear that sometimes I'll be looking out my back window here, and between these two trees that go in a V, kind of a V shape, I see something standing there, and when I go out to look, it's gone. So it's causing me a little bit of, I guess maybe a little bit of paranoia. Because I don't like turning a corner and being startled like that. But this stuff is happening quite a bit lately, and I don't know what's up with that. But again, there's got to be something to this, and Proton Gary's correct about that. There's got to be, and so any of you out there who are good at thinking outside the box, please think about this and tell me what you think it means. I could also say that it may mean that Donald Trump is no longer in charge at all. Never was, really. And neither were any of the other presidents. Neither were they. But why the change? I'm going to have to find a bigger version that I don't have to zoom in on so that I can see the fine details in this. And I do believe that the answers will be within the fine details. They always are. So anyway, I thought I would bring this to you because, we are getting ready to be severely fucked by Donald Trump. And we don't get any lubrication. Instead, we get fucked with sand. So, until next time, kill the state, live free.